Very good morning. In today's lecture, we can continue the another example, which is nothing but line fitting. Uh, that is the continuation of extension of CRLP to a vector parameter. Okay, I think the last problem, that is TC level in white Gaussian noise, is being cleared for you. How we are taking the how we are solving the observation for the true value of the vector parameter. That is, in that case, we have indicated A as well as the sigma square. Okay, the intercept A as well as the variance sigma square has been find out in the last example. That is, variance of A cap as well as variance of sigma square has been calculated. For that purpose, we have utilized a 2 cross 2 matrix because the true value of the parameter was theta, which is nothing but A and sigma square. So the number of element in the Fisher information matrix was 4 elements. Okay, so we know how to calculate that one. First of all, we have done the dou square by dou A square, next dou square by dou A dou sigma square, and next dou square by dou sigma square square. Okay, this was the four parameter that we have parameter in the Fisher information matrix, and afterwards we have taken the expectation of all the 4 parameter, and all the element, it's not parameter, all the element in the Fisher information matrix, and finally we have calculated for variance of theta, that is I of theta and I of theta inverse we have taken. Anyway, you know how to calculate the I of theta inverse, which is nothing but adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. We have taken the determinant A, we have calculated the adjoint of A, and afterwards we have calculated the Fisher information matrix I of theta inverse, which is nothing but the extension of CRLP to the vector parameter. Okay, these are the things we have discussed in the previous class. Now we can just extend the same procedure in this examples also. Okay, that is the line fitting. We can proceed with this one. So line fitting, I will give you the observation for that one. That is the observation are line fitting, or the given observation is x of n is nothing but a plus bn plus wn, where wn is nothing but a white Gaussian noise, n is nothing but 0, 1, etc., etc., up to n minus 1. You have to determine the CRLP for the slope A and the intercept B. Okay, so here the true value of the parameter is nothing but the A B transpose, which is nothing but that is theta is nothing but AB transpose. So ultimately you are having only two parameter in the true value of theta, which is nothing but A and B. In the previous case it was A and sigma square. Now here it is only A and B. So the Fisher information matrix, the number of element in the Fisher information matrix will be 2 cross 2. So it is nothing but a 2 cross 2 Fisher information matrix. So we have to calculate all the parameter of the Fisher information matrix in order to find the slope B as well as the intercept A. Okay, so we can proceed with one solution for this one. The parameter vector in this case, as I told you, the parameter vector, the true value of the parameter vector in this case is theta is nothing but A and B, or AB transpose. Okay, which is same as AB. So first we need to calculate the Fisher information matrix, that is I of theta. So it is 2 cross 2 Fisher information matrix. So I can write it as I of theta is nothing but minus expectation of dou square by dou A square ln of P of x of theta, and that is the first row, first column, minus next is second row, first column, sorry, second column, first row, second column, that is minus expectation of dou square by dou A dou B ln of p of x of theta. In the previous case it was dou a dou sigma square. Okay, because that variance was sigma square, that is why it is not squaring. Okay. Then the second row's first column, that is minus expectation of dou square by dou b dou a ln of p of x of theta, and second row second column, which is nothing but minus expectation of dou square by dou b square ln of p of x of theta. Okay, so all the parameter, now we have to calculate all the parameter for p of x of theta. First of all, what we will do, we will just find the equation for p of theta. Already you know, that is nothing but capital pi n equal to 0 to n minus 1 by root of 2 pi sigma square whole raised to n by 2 into exponential of minus 1 by 2 sigma square of x of n minus a minus bn, x of n minus a minus bn. Okay, that is x of n minus wait, that is anyway you know that one, how we are taking that one, x of n minus a minus bn, okay, the whole square. That is the equation for p of x of theta. That is a likelihood function. We know that the matrix is symmetric as in the previous case. Since the order of the partial derivative matrix may be interchanged, so we have p of x of theta, that is likelihood function p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by 2 pi sigma square n by 2 exponential of minus 1 by 2 sigma square x of n minus a minus b the whole square, b in the whole square. Now what we will do, will that in general I can return in this form method as ln of minus ln of 2 pi sigma square n by 2 minus 1 by 2 sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus b the whole square. So before I had neglected one step, or I had deleted one step here, that is p of x of theta. In general you can write it as pi n equal to 0 to n minus 1 1 by root of 2 pi sigma square whole raised to n by 2 e raised to minus 1 by 2 sigma square x of n minus a minus b n the whole square. So afterwards we can write p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by 2 pi sigma square n by 2 e raised to minus 1 by 2 sigma square into sigma of n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus b n the whole square. That step I have not indicated here. If you want, you can indicate that one. That is in between these two equation, you just indicate p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by 2 pi sigma square n by 2 e raised to minus 1 by 2 sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus b n the whole square. Afterwards you just take ln of p of x of theta is nothing but minus ln of 2 pi sigma square n by 2 minus exponential, if you are taking the natural logarithm exponential anyway it will go, so it will be minus 1 by 2 sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus b n the whole square. Now what we will do, we will differentiate this one with respect to a. Okay, take the differentiation with respect to a, that is dou a by dou a ln of p of x of theta is nothing but minus 1 by 2 sigma, because the first term will be constant term, there is no variable a, so 1 minus 1 by 2 sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 2 into x of n minus a minus b n. With respect to a it will be minus 1, so minus n minus will be positive, 2 and 2 get cancelled, it will be 1 by sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus b n. 1 by sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n minus a minus bn. Now what we will do, because the first parameter is nothing but dou square by dou a square, now we will take the second derivative of this one, dou square by dou a square ln of p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by sigma square sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n, that is x of n minus a minus bn. So it is nothing but minus a, it is nothing but minus 1, so I can write this is as 1 by sigma square sigma n equal minus 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 of 1, which is nothing but 1 by sigma square into minus 1 by sigma square into n, or minus n by sigma square. So it is nothing but dou square by dou a square ln of p of x of theta is nothing but minus n by sigma square. Why I written it in the reading is nothing but we have to take the expectation of this one. If you take the expectation of, even if you are not writing, that is no problem, directly you can substitute that. If you are taking the expectation of dou square by dou a square ln of p of x of theta, it will be expectation of minus n by sigma square, which is nothing but minus n by sigma square itself. Okay. So in the Fisher information matrix, the first term will be is nothing but minus expectation of dou square by dou a square ln of p of x of theta. So which is nothing but minus expectation of minus n by sigma square, which is nothing but minus of minus n by sigma square. So that will be n by sigma square. So the first element will be n by sigma square in Fisher information matrix. Okay, 2 cross 2 Fisher information matrix. Now what we have to do? We have to take the dou a by dou a, now dou by dou b, we have to take with respect to b. Anyway, the first term I think it is 0 only, because there is no b term. The second term will be minus 1 by 2 sigma square, sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1, 2 x of n minus a minus bn into minus n, because with respect to b we are doing, so minus bn, it will be minus n. Differentiation of minus bn is nothing but minus n. So minus n minus, it's positive, 2 and 2 get cancelled, ultimately it will be 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1, x of n minus a minus bn into n. So now again you will take the second derivative of this one, dou square by dou b square ln of p of x of theta, which is nothing but 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1. The first term will be 0, the second term will be 0, it will be minus 1 into n, that is minus 1 into n into n, or minus n into n, or it is nothing but minus n square. So I can write minus 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 n square, dou square by dou b square, which is nothing but second derivative of this one, ln of p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by sigma square, sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 minus 1 into n into n. So I will take minus 1 outside, so it will be minus 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1 n square. So ultimately this become n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 by 6, dou square by dou b square ln of p of x of theta minus 1 by sigma square n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 divided by 6. Okay, so this also I indicate in the red. Why? Because we have to take the expectation of this one. Now we have to calculate we have to calculate dou square by dou a dou b, dou square by dou square by dou a dou b. We have to differentiate the dou a by dou a of ln of p of x of theta with respect to dou b. So anyway, dou square by dou a dou b. Anyway, dou by dou a already you differentiate that with respect to dou b, which is nothing but 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1, x of n minus a minus bn into n. And I have directly I have taken this one, because anyway it will be dou square by dou a. So it will, first term will be x of n minus a minus bn. So first term will be 0, second term will be 0, the third term is nothing but with respect to b, so it will be minus 1 into n. Okay, because dou by dou a ln of p of x of theta is nothing but 1 by sigma square, sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1, x of n minus a minus bn. So if you are taking the differentiation with respect to b, it is nothing but only bn is there, so it is with respect to b, it will be minus 1 into n. So minus 1 into n. I think it is clear for you people. So that changes to 1 by sigma square minus n. In the previous case it was n square, here it is nothing but n, so minus 1 by sigma square what n into n minus 1 by 2. So this changes to dou square by dou a dou b ln of p of x of theta is nothing but minus 1 by sigma square n into n minus 1 by 2. N into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square. Anyway, I had taken the directly I have written this one. Okay. So this also we have to take the expectation. I have not indicated in the reading. So just indicate this also in the reading because we have to take the expectation of this also. Okay. So now the Fisher information expectation of dou square by dou a is dou b dou a square ln of p of x of theta is nothing but expectation minus n. I think it is minus n by sigma square, which is nothing but minus n by sigma square itself. Next is nothing but expectation of dou square by dou b square ln of p of x of theta is nothing but minus 1 by the expectation minus 1 by sigma square n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 by 6, which is nothing but minus 1 by sigma square n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 by 6. Next is expectation of dou square by dou a dou b ln of p of x of theta, which is nothing but expectation of minus n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square, which is nothing but minus n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square. 2 sigma square. Okay, I think now all the expected value expectation were taken. So all the parameter inside the Fisher information matrix is been taken because the two term is same. That is the first that is the second column first row second column as well as the second row first column is same. That is nothing but expectation dou square by dou a dou b ln of p of x of theta, that is nothing but minus n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square. That was same. Okay, only the other two we are taking. So only it is important to take only the three only, since the other two terms are symmetric. So now what we have to take? We have to take the Fisher information theorem, that is I of theta, which is nothing but minus expectation of all these things. So minus expectation of dou square by dou a square ln of p of x of theta, which becomes equal to n minus of minus n by sigma square, which is nothing but n by sigma square. So all the minus term will be gone here. We have to take only the positive, because minus and minus it will be positive. So we have to take the Fisher information matrix. We have I of theta. I have taken the 1 by sigma square outside, and by directly I am doing this one. I think anyway that I have indicated in the last example. Okay, so I am just taken directly. So I have taken the 1 by sigma square outside. Now n by sigma square will be only n will be the n by n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square, that is n into n minus 1 by 2. I think it is clear for you people. Okay, now what happened? Now what we have to do? We have to take the I of theta inverse. For that purpose we have to take the adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. I am not doing that adjoint of A, you just do that one. I directly substitute here. Okay, I of theta inverse is nothing but adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. Take the determinant of A. Determinant of A is nothing but you cross multiply the all the terms. Okay, that is n by sigma square into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 by 6 into sigma square minus n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square into n into n minus 1 by 2 sigma square. Afterwards you substitute that one, you will get the determinant of A, and in order to take the adjoint of A, I think last case I indicated that one. In the first two you just interchange the matrix as well as the sign. Okay, you will get the adjoint of A, and using that one you just divide the adjoint of A divided by determinant of A, you will get the I of theta inverse. So that is nothing but we will get sigma square into 2 into 2n minus 1 by n into n plus 1 minus 6 by n into n plus 1 6 by n into n plus 1, 12 by n into n square minus 1. Okay. Just verify this one after doing this. Just verify this, okay, whether you are getting the same thing or not. That is I of theta inverse. That is adjoint of it. Find the adjoint of I of theta and determinant of I of theta, and you see whether you are getting the same thing or not. Okay, I of theta inverse. That thing you have to do it by yourself. Now we have to take the variance of A as well as a B. So anyway, the CRLB Fisher information matrix we have calculated, that's I of theta inverse. So therefore the CRLB is variance of A cap, which is nothing but 2 into 2n minus 1 into sigma square divided by n into n minus 1. That's variance of A cap is nothing but 2 into 2n minus 1 sigma square divided by n into n plus 1. And next one is variance of B cap, which is about 12 sigma square divided by n into n square minus 1. So this is the example that is related to the line fitting with the observation, given observation x of n is nothing but what you call as a minus a plus, I think a plus bn plus w of n. Okay. So the unknown parameter here also, the unknown parameter is 2, that is the slope b and intercept a. So we have to go for the extension of vector parameter using the CRLB. Using that we can able to calculate the variance of A cap as well as the variance of B cap. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. We can in the next session we can come across regarding the linear model, examples of linear model, 2 examples of linear model, and afterwards extension of linear models. Okay. Some more portion is there in this one, and afterwards we can go for the blue. Okay. So thanks for this video. Thanks.